Hey guys, James from Fairclough Studios here again. Today, so we've got another unboxing video. It's a bit of an unexpected purchase for us. We really didn't plan it, but it's happened and I'm quite excited about it, to be honest. So we'll go through some of the reasons why I decided to upgrade one of our lenses to this one, and the reasons behind it and what we think we're going to use this new lens for. So yeah, we have the Zeiss Batis 25mm f2. It's probably the highest end lens we've bought for the Sony system so far, and yeah, I've not looked at it. Katie's looked at it just to make sure it's all right and everything, but I have not had my hands on it yet. So we're going to have a first look at it together. First impressions of this lens are the packaging. Like, wow, it looks like an Apple product. It's like, I don't know if you can see like all around this properly, but it is like beautifully designed, and yeah, it comes apart in like this drawer section here. Now this is a high-end lens. These are about £1,200 in the UK. I'll check on Amazon and see the best link and the best price to put up there for you guys. But yeah, this is a super premium option, so I have really high hopes for this lens. Yeah, the other lenses like the Sony FE series that we have, like the 35, the 55 Zeiss, the 28, the 85, you know, they all have kind of all right packaging because they're, you know, a mid-range lens. I mean, in comparison here, I've got this is like the newest Sony lens out, the 35 1.8. This is the packaging for it, and you just get the standard orange box, lens wrapped in some bubble wrap, and there you go. Whereas this, it feels like you got like a new iPad or something, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, if we take the outer sleeve off and just put it down over there, we get this nice hinged box inside. Yeah, so there we've got the front of it there, and yeah, nice diagram of the lens elements. Doesn't make much difference to me, but there we go. So let's have a look. I'll let you guys have a look first. I think it comes open, yep, like that. So here we go. Oh, I can just see it on the camera. There we go. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, really nice foam inserts there. We've got the lens and we've got the hood as well. So I'll take the hood out first. So you just get Batis 25. And then the actual lens itself is, wow, it's a really nice size and weight actually. It's probably about the same size, maybe a little bit shorter than the Sony FE 85 1.8. It's probably about the same weight as well. It's got some weight to it, but it's quite forward towards the front element end. Like this end feels quite light. So I'm imagining it's going to feel really nicely balanced on the A7 Mark III, which we're going to use it on. So if we take the front cap off, nice front cap with the Zeiss logo on there. And yeah, nice big front element, really simple design. Zeiss Distagon, the T-Star 225 and 67mm filter thread there. They just feel really solidly built. I've only had my hands on one Batis lens before, and I was impressed, but it was just like a fleeting kind of moment. So having one in my hands now to play with is just, yeah, you can feel that this is a real quality product. The rubberized focus ring there, everything's really tidy, nice metal lens mount there, and the blue weather seal around the back. It's rubberized, it feels really nicely kind of springy, and yeah, the advantage of these Batis lenses are they're not like waterproof by any means, but it will stop a little bit of rain going down your lens mount, which, you know, we've been caught out with that in the past shooting on Canon and on filming on Sony as well a couple of times with the 55 1.8. Yeah, when a little bit of water ingress got in there, not enough to do any damage, but yeah. So I'm just going to put the lens hood on, and yeah, you see that is just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a perfect flush fit. That's just really, really satisfying the way that it does that. We don't tend to use the lens hood, if I'm honest, because if anything, we invite loads of lens flare, so we do anything we can to get as much in there as possible when we're shooting like wedding portraits and stuff like that. But for commercial shooting, and again for shooting in the rain to keep the water off the front element, I think I would use that because it feels very organic. I've never been a fan of lens hoods because they just feel like an extra piece of plastic that you're kind of putting on there which doesn't really fit, whereas this is just part of the form of the lens and it is just stunning. So yeah, let's get this on a body. So I've got an A7 Mark III body here, which is our primary body that we use for everything. So I line up the blue spot, click that in, really positive connection, and that feels solid. That feels really rock solid connection there. Yeah, what more can I say? That is beautiful. So yeah, this is how we'll use it most of the time. Just the body and the lens with no hood. You can see that's really nicely proportioned. My fingers can still fit down the grip, like no problem at all. There's still a bit of clearance there, it doesn't even touch. Some of the Sony lenses are actually a slightly different focal length, and they're designed to get to the advertised focal length after the distortion correction is applied, which we'll go on to in a minute, and one of the reasons why we changed from another lens to this. But that is just doing a quick kind of test on if it's focusing fast. Blooming it. I can't wait to go shooting with this lens. It is absolutely remarkable. This is actually going to be my wife Katie's main lens for photographing and filming weddings. When we used to shoot Canon, she was on the 24 1.4, the L series, and she absolutely loved that. There's not many people I've ever come across that are as good with a 24 as Katie is. But one of the reasons we moved to Sony is also because we're now hybrid shooters. We shoot film and photography pretty much equally, which Canon didn't really suit us for anymore. But also to shed some weight because we're shooting on the heavy lenses like the 1.2, 50 and 85, the 24 and 35Ls. It was a lot of weight to carry around. So the reason why we didn't go for the 24 1.4 GM is basically to save a little bit of weight. Like, I know it's only a couple of 100 grams, but it does make a difference. If this doesn't work out, and I can't see it not working out, to be honest, then we might give the 24 1.4 a go. However, I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. I mean, my ideal focal length is a 35, and in crop mode for film, APS-C crop mode, on the A7 III, this is going to give me about 37.5mm, which will be really nice for gimbal work, and I also can't wait to try it for some time lapses as well, which I think it's going to really come into its own because I don't have anything wider than a 35 anymore. I sold my 28 f2 when the 35 1.8 came out. So having the option to have something a little bit wider and still nice and fast is going to be absolutely superb. Now I'll just show you the lens that we are selling in favour of this, and this is our other FE28 f2. It's actually the first Sony lens that we bought. We bought this back when we used to shoot on the Alpha 6500s, which makes it a 42.5mm on crop, which is pretty perfect for filming. And to be honest, I still really like it on the A7 in crop mode. Like I said before, there are certain Sony lenses which aren't the actual focal length. So this is the 28 f2. However, the real focal length of this lens is 25mm, just over 25mm. It's designed to be 28 after the distortion is corrected, and there is a lot of distortion on this. So you're losing about 3mm from what you see in the viewfinder to what actually comes out and is a usable frame. We shoot a lot of weddings and events and things that we cannot control and be messing around with. Is my framing okay? We shoot a lot of commercial and stuff that we can control it, which is fine because we can put our frame guides up and everything. But in an event situation when you need your framing to just be right straight away, this has got a little bit annoying, to be honest. It is a fantastic lens. It is super sharp, like absolutely no complaints. Really fast to focus. For photography, it's fast to focus. It focuses fairly close as well. However, the two things that annoy me about it are the distortion in the corners is pretty bad. Like if you're photographing people, you can't put people near the edges, and we like to frame people near the edges. That's just part of our style, how we shoot weddings and how we shoot portraits and pre-wedding shoots. So this isn't ideal for it. And like I said, the 28mm focal length not being the true focal length when you're shooting sometimes makes you miss frame stuff, and in post when you come back and you think you've got an absolutely cracking, perfectly composed shot and you haven't, and you've shot it too tight, and there's no going back on that. You just have to kind of live with it, and it's suboptimal to say the least. So yeah, I mean, this is like lighter, it is smaller, it fulfills all our criteria for our new kind of Sony setups, being small, as light as possible, while still retaining great image quality and being fast primes, which is all we shoot. However, actually, yeah, I was going to say it isn't that much bigger. It is quite a bit bigger. If we line up the back of it there, the Batis is about 10-15mm longer, and it's about 10-15mm wider as well. This is a 49mm filter thread. This is a 67, so it's quite a lot bigger front area. The front element isn't that much bigger. It's probably about 25% bigger on the Batis. Yeah, so yeah, that's why we sold the 28 and bought the 25. I mean, this is like a £350 lens, and this is a £1,200 lens. So I don't expect this to be 4 times better. I really don't. Like I said, this is sharp and contrasty. It focuses brilliantly. It's great for video, but this, I think, is just going to be our lens. Yeah, we value simplicity above anything, and the Batis lens design is just quality and simplicity, like personified. There are no controls on it. There is nothing. It is just a lens, and that is it. There's the nice focus ring, which does feel pretty nice, to be honest. It's nice and smooth. It just feels nicer. Yeah, it does feel like a step up. And once you kind of experience that, I don't think you can really unknow that. So, yeah, I can see this becoming a bit of a slippery slope with the Batis lenses. So overall, I'm really looking forward to shooting with this lens. I'm probably not going to get much of a look in, to be honest, because Katie is, well, this is her lens, but I'm going to try and get some footage and some photos for you, do a full review once we've had a few shoots, probably in about a month's time, once we've done a couple of commercial jobs, a couple of weddings, and we'll be able to tell you exactly how it fares against our other lenses, how it mixes with the others, how the colours, the contrast match to our style, and if the added weight of this, and there is a bit, I can feel it already, over the 28 is causing any issues, or the bulk in the bag is causing any issues or anything like that, or if it's been overall a brilliant upgrade. Thanks for watching. This has been our unboxing first look review at the Zeiss Batis 25 f2 and a little comparison, first look comparison to the 28mm f2, which we are very experienced with. It really helps us out if you subscribe and like this video. Hit the bell to get our notifications. We're going to be putting a few different videos up. We've got some real world reviews. We've got some more unboxings of some kit that we've just recently bought as well. And we've got some kind of the results from shooting a few of our lenses and bodies around Slovakia and Austria, which have been doing some commercial work recently, really putting them through their paces in wet, mountainy conditions. So yeah, stay tuned for that and lots of exciting stuff to come. Right, so thank you very much for watching and we'll see you next time.